Hey, what's up guys, Irish Turtle here. Welcome to Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 10 Easter eggs. So, as the title suggests, I'm going to be showing you guys 10 Easter eggs for Plants vs Zombies. So, the first one to start off with is the film one. So this is kind of like a reference to 3 films through mission titles. The first one being Platoon, which is obviously a straight up reference to Platoon. Then you've got Black Husk Down, which is a reference to Black Hawk Down. And then you have Zero Dark 30, which is a reference to Zero Dark 30. So they're all really awesome films. This is a really quick Easter egg to find. All you have to do is go to Kernel Corn's mission area and look at the missions, and that's pretty much it. The next one is Noam Chomsky's. Now this is on the plant side at the back towards the buildings. You'll sort of find it on one of the shops. And this is a reference to the famous philosopher who was an American called Noam Chomsky. It's pretty much exactly the same name. So that's kind of cool. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the guy, but if you're interested in him and these Easter eggs specifically in detail, you can always Google the guy. He's a really interesting person to look at. The next one is Viva La Plante. As you can see in the picture I'm just going to show you now, it's actually a reference to Viva La Revolution, and it's kind of like that same principle. It's about the revolution, you know, it's the idea of the plants rising up to fight the zombies, and the same idea that there was the people rising up to fight the overpressors. Kind of a little cool reference there, definitely worth a look. The next one is In Taco We Trust. Now this is actually a reference to the American money, specifically in the fact that on the money it actually says In God We Trust. Obviously here they changed it to In Taco We Trust, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of a fun one to look at, and it's definitely worth a check out. The next one is I Want You. Now this is actually a poster based on American propaganda in World War II, and it was a picture of Uncle Sam going I want you for like the American army. And basically the idea here is it's the same principle but with the Zomboss instead. So, you know, it's kind of cool, kind of fun to see. The next one is the Germinator. Now this is obviously a straight up reference to Terminator. It's a really cool little Easter egg. You can actually find him if you go left out of the plant base and just head up that way, you'll find him. He's just stood there. So it's definitely one to check out, and as I said, straight up reference to Terminator, which I absolutely love. Next one is a reference in the Zomboss base. It's actually Zjeweled, which is obviously a straight up reference to Bejeweled, the game. And not much else more to it. I kind of find it cool that it's on a screen. It's almost like it's the actual game being launched up for somebody else, like the Zomboss. So, you know, I find that kind of cool. The next one we have is the Superman reference. Now this is a Superman Easter egg in the idea that when you go to the Super Brainz like base of operations, he's like the superhero character, and it's like this ice sort of like temple area kind of thing with all these ice crystals crossing, which is exactly how Superman's like home base, whatever you want to call it, sort of is in the Superman film. So that's kind of cool, and again the pictures are obviously next to it so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. The next one is a poster on the plant side. It's actually a really cool little poster you'll see on the side of the building, and it's the good, the bad, and the spiky. Now, if you're not a film buff from like the West films, like Wild West films, it's actually a reference to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, which is a Clint Eastwood film. And again, it's one of those really, really cool old Western films, and you know, if you get the chance, it's always worth a watch. The next one we want to talk about is Dead Space. Now, this is referenced in Plants vs Zombies by a poster on a pole. It actually says Undead Space, which is obviously, you know, a take on the word Dead Space. They just added their own little intro to it. But again, it's really cool. It's a great game if you've not played it, and it's definitely worth a look. It's absolutely brilliant, and I love the reference here. The next one to talk about, and the final one, is actually my favourite reference of them all. Now, as you can see on the screen, there is a picture of a robot holding a balloon. This is actually a reference to Banksy, who is a British graffiti artist who's never been caught, never been found, and it's actually a reference to him and his little girl with the red balloon picture. Obviously, the stance is a little bit different, the fact that she's let go of a balloon and he's holding his, but still, I think the picture itself is pretty striking, it's pretty cool, and to add in that kind of pop culture is just an amazing key to detail. So hopefully you've enjoyed these 10 Easter eggs, guys. If you have, let me know by hitting that like button, talking in the comments. Let me know any other Easter eggs that you guys find, and maybe if I get enough, I'll do another video of Easter eggs for this game. It's been great fun finding them. I absolutely love the references in this game. Hope you guys do too, and I'll see you in the next one.